I bet you have seen at least one of these things at some point on your social media page. Cut the belly fat in 2 weeks, slash 20 pounds in a week, keto, paleo, raw, vegan, water fasting, juice diets. What the hell? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before I get into this video, I just want to put out a trigger warning that this video will discuss eating disorders, so if that is a trigger for you, please feel free to skip this video. It's been a few months since summer 2021 and I've had the time to reflect upon the toxic hot girl summer body goals that were pushed on social media, such as Instagram and TikTok. The one thing I couldn't stop thinking about is how this toxic trend was affecting young impressionable girls. So I have a little sister who's 15 and I got really concerned about what kind of body goals are pushed on her and people her age through social media. There are so many quick diet fixes and exercises that are promoted freely, but in reality, a lot of them are just eating disorders in disguise. I bet you have seen at least one of these things at some point on your social media page. Cut the belly fat in 2 weeks, slash 20 pounds in a week, keto, paleo, raw, vegan, water fasting, juice diets. What the hell? Okay, but they're really popular, so they must work, right? Wrong. They might work for a month or so because you're cutting out big food groups, but they mostly promote starvation of some sort, and the number on the scale does not tell the whole story. The biggest weight loss that happens in the first couple of weeks is the water weight, because people have cut down their food intake so their body is storing less water. This makes people think that they're losing fat and the diet is working, so that gets them hooked on the diet in the first place. After that, the huge caloric deficit causes a loss of precious muscle mass and maybe not so much in the fat loss. And it can cause vitamin deficiencies in the body, and worst of all, the huge restriction mentally and physically can lead to eating disorders. When food is seen as the enemy rather than something that gives us health and vitality, our relationship with food is destroyed, leading to disordered eating and then eventually, for a lot of people, a full-blown eating disorder. In fact, the American Academy of Pediatrics published a report that showed that people who severely restrict food are 18 times more likely to develop an eating disorder. The truth is that no one talks about the negative side effects of this toxic diet culture that surrounds us today. All we see are the glorified before and after pictures of people going through some quick diet fixes. These act as a pretty effective base for impressionable minds of all ages, really, and this is a billion if not trillion-dollar industry making money off of toxic fat shaming culture, making a problem out of something that's not even there for most people, at least. Just remember guys, no one on social media, not even the most famous influencers, are equipped to tell you how to eat, because everyone has their own dietary needs. Go to a professional if there are some eating habits that need to be dealt with, but for the love of God, stop watching Instagram influencers for dietary and food advice. If going to a professional is not an option for whatever reason, the least you could do is listen to your body. Don't starve yourself and don't fall for these quick fix gimmicks. Learn to recognize that inner critic voice in your head that has made up these rules around food and around exercise based on the toxic diet cultures. That could be something like, don't eat past 6 p.m., don't eat white rice, don't eat carbs, don't eat this, don't do this, exercise after eating a big meal. You don't need to treat yourself like this. These are all very toxic thoughts that lead to fear, guilt, shame towards food and eating. I have been down this road. I know people who've been down this road, and so all of this is coming from direct experience. If you are struggling with something like this, don't hesitate to reach out to a professional, open up to your friends and family for support, and just get yourself out of this toxic diet culture. Unfollow accounts on Instagram and TikTok that promote this toxic mentality, and learn to recognize where this mentality has pervaded in your life and start making those changes. In a nutshell, guys, it's really not worth putting yourself through that pain, that fear, guilt, shame, about something that you don't even need to do. It's just a negative mindset that's pushed onto our society, and you don't need to fall into this. Alright, so I can talk about this forever and ever, but I'm going to wrap it up here. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts on this topic in comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.